It's a gorgeous day to sail across the New York Harbor. Today we're going to meet a group of amazing engineers and boat designers that have helped the young kids of New York City to learn how to build these wonderful vessels that take people all across the rivers and the harbors here in New York. I'm Ariel, and this is Classic Harborline, and today we're going to go on a journey from the tip of Manhattan all the way to the Marina 115 in Brooklyn. And we're going to meet a duo of the Brooklyn Boatworks, Carl Persak and Jeremy Wurmfeld. Let me know where you are watching from. I'm so excited to show you around this area between Manhattan and Brooklyn and learn more about how kids here in New York City are learning about how to build these vessels, and we'll see the kids themselves going on these vessels out into the harbor. Ooh, I'm so excited for that. So let me know where you're watching from. Let me show you some views of New York City, and we'll meet this incredible duo very soon. So right now we are facing downtown Manhattan. We see One World Trade Center right over there, Staten Island Ferry, and it is a gorgeous day today. Governor's Island is right over here. And then we have Brooklyn over here. So we're basically just sticking to this general area and going further into the marina very soon. So hello Kay, hello Teresa, hello everyone, hello Casey from Texas, hello Nathan. Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone. Nice to see you here. Hello Mater, we have Mater tuning in, welcome. So everyone, do me a favor, if you enjoy these broadcasts, slam that like button right now so more people can join us on these beautiful views here in the harbor. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm Ariel. Ooh, so excited. All right. So right now we have Ramon over here, deckhand extraordinaire. What's your other duties, Ramon?
Just first mate, we run the bar and stuff like that.
Oh,
But
perfect.
mainly just deckhand.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. And Captain Shannon behind the helm. And Sarah also behind the other helm. And let's meet the duo behind Brooklyn Boatworks. So hello guys, Jeremy Wurmfeld and Carl. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
What is Brooklyn Boatworks?
Well, Brooklyn Boatworks is a educational nonprofit.
Yeah. We
deliver after-school programming in many schools in New York City and other places near the waterfront as well. We bring kids in for sessions where they're doing everything from, actually, as you'll see later today, sailing in the boats that they make.
That's wonderful. And then how long has it been running?
Well, we had more hair back when it started. And Carl and I started volunteering and in a classroom and kind of came up with the curriculum back in 2005. And the organization was formally incorporated, I think, a couple years later.
Specifically also.
Well, we were based in, at the time, we were two younger people living in Brooklyn, and at the time we were working at a fairly famous yacht design firm, and we were traveling literally the world working on yachts and boat building, and it's just something so special about making boats. Like when you the experience of doing them, like they're difficult to do. The people you meet along the way, it's almost like you feel like a mini sports team when you're building a boat. And the people that you do that with, you'll see them, years later, and it's like it all kind of comes back. And so we literally just wanted to share that love with our community, because when we were traveling all over the place, we come back home and just like that wasn't here. And I don't know what the actual decision was, but someone there were like, well, let's just try it. We'll just give it a try.
And what's the age range for the kids learning?
We've gone as young as, I think, 4th grade. We did a few, and it goes through, sometimes through high school.
Mostly focused on middle school kids.
Yeah.
Middle school, okay.
Yeah.
And how does the design and building process even work? Can you actually walk us through, like,
So the
from
boat, the boats
beginning to end?
that you're going to see today, it's called the Optimist. So it's a known sailboat. It's a little like boxy little boat that like any America's Cup sailor or anybody this is where they begin. So this is like the first boat that almost all sailors start with. Originally it was made in wood. They're now all fiberglass. So we dug up the old original wooden plans, brought them into like a modern engineering sense, and figured out a way that kids could build these without power tools.
Right.
In a school somewhere, like anywhere, build it anywhere. Like you don't need a wood shop to do this.
Which is really, that's actually a very differentiating thing really special about me to really connect with their peers and their teachers in that same environment.
Right.
And then, so, as New York City helicopter is 100 feet above. But yeah, that's it's really kind of wonderful when we do site visits, and so instead of creating a space, where kids come to us, where today they're going to go to the marina and launch their boats, but this is all happening in the schools, and any school can adopt it.
And both of you have been designing boats and working with building boats for quite a while beyond that, right?
Yes.
You have your own firm where you work in the design of boats as well?
That's right. Yeah. So we do marine work as a profession. We love what we do. We kind of continue to have that love for the marine work. We also find the marine work and the way you go about the marine work is really applicable, like almost to any built object.
Right.
Which is something that we're branching out into, things on land or on the waterfront. And it's the way boat building works. It's a very reality. These things have to go travel the world.
Right.
And so
Structurally,
it's all pressed together, and we kind of leaned into that a lot professionally. But it's also like these kids here, like they're seeing that firsthand. They're seeing like all these.
Right.
Everything is some strange
funny
geometry,
shape. Yeah.
and like it's all very abstract until you see it start to press together into this beautiful shape.
Yeah, it requires very complex mathematics.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, and I think that there's.
How do you get those concepts through to kids, or how does your educators do that?
It's a commitment. It's a year-long program.
Yeah.
For these kids, and it takes time.
Because for people who don't know, I studied electrical engineering, and I had to study differential mathematics, and that required to learn about arcs and everything, and that is extremely high level. So
I know diffuse. They call it. Yeah, I know.
But a lot of these concepts can be trickled down and made simple, right? As well.
100%. Yeah. So I
that's
mean,
great.
as complicated it is, like they start with essentially templates, and they have to learn how to trace. And, like it's a very manual process by which you kind of like. You have a physical relationship with that geometry over time, and so it kind of becomes less abstract. And
All right, so let's go in the front so we can show what's happening here in Brooklyn. Join me, guys. Okay. So right now we are approaching 115 Marina. What are the kids going to do here today?
Well, when we pull in the marina, I expect we'll see the Opties lined up on the dock, and the sails rigged, and they're going to be, for the first time, these boats will be getting wet, and they'll be launching the boats that they built this past school year. So,
And they'll be on them.
and they will be
That's
the
wonderful.
ones, helping them into the water off the dock, and then all the kids, each of the kids will get a chance to ride in the boat that they've been a part of building.
Oh, that's amazing. That's so epic. Oh, I wish I had that when I was a little kid here in New York City. That's amazing. And then why this marina here in Brooklyn?
We've had a 115 marinas, waterfront, great background of Lower Manhattan,
Right.
And and they've been a great partner to us for many years. And so whether it's the marina itself or Brooklyn Bridge Park, we've always held our launches in this location.
Oh, nice. And are the kids specifically from a certain school or just across Brooklyn itself?
No, throughout the city.
Throughout
Yeah,
the city
throughout
itself.
the city, yeah,
all 5
absolutely,
boroughs.
yep.
Okay. Oh, fascinating.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And then In your own personal work, have you done vessels or things related here in New York City?
We have. Actually, we're about to pass what is hard to identify as a vessel, but this, but all of these vertical pilings that you see are called spuds, and this is a floating wave attenuator.
Interesting.
And Carl and I were involved, our company Persak and Wurmfeld was involved in the engineering of this, and it's...
What's its function?
Its function is to change the wave and block the wave or attenuate the wave. So you'll see how on the near side here, it's not a very rough day, but you can see the wave action is considerably greater, and then on the other side, it's as if you're behind a breakwater. But in this case, this whole structure is floating, and so these are
so it can be moved.
Similar to barges. It could be moved. Yeah. In order to move it, though, you'd have to pull all of these tubes, the spuds, out, which requires a crane barge, and it's a kind of a fascinating structure. But these are over 100 feet long and going down into the mud and into the harbor. Yeah.
Really? Oh, fascinating. And why this over breakwaters?
I beg your pardon?
Why build this over a breakwater?
Oh, well, it's less impactful to the environment. So in order to get a similar amount of wave attenuation, to do a breakwater in this water depth, you'd have to start so wide and work your way up and build up all the rocks, and the river bottom is not particularly favorable to a traditional breakwater either.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Something like that took about 6 to 9 months. Yeah, and this was
impressive.
It was a fascinating project, and they were all built on the Gulf Coast of Texas.
And I can already tell how calm.
Yeah, it's so calm inside. Yeah.
Wow, almost like a pool.
Oh, there you go. You can see the Optis actually up on the so they're not on the loading dock today.
Okay.
I guess we're gonna walk them down the gangway.
Okay.
And launch them, which will be kind of exciting.
Oh, nice. Very exciting.
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11 sails I see there. 11 boats will get launched this year.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay, cool. I'm excited. All right, we're gonna head onto the marina. Let us know if you have any questions for me, for Jeremy, or for Carl.
Yes, Afton.
Oh, let me grab that, and then we'll keep chatting a little bit.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And then if you guys like where I am, let me know if you want me to adjust.
Hello, Susie. Susie says math was my worst subject. It's definitely a very complicated subject, but it's worth learning. Hello, Nicole. Hello, everyone. Let us know where you're watching from. Hello, Marianne, Sherry, Rosemary. Matthew says, man, I would love to be here. It's so beautiful to be by the water here in New York City. I'm so glad there's so much more water activities here in the city nowadays. Of course, the city was built by being close to the water with all of its shipping, merchant vessels, military, sightseeing, ferries, transportation, the list goes on. Jamie says, lovely tour. It really is, Jamie. It really is. I'm so glad you're enjoying the tour. Thank you so much for tuning in. Mater says, smash that like button. Indeed, yes. Or slam that like button right now so we can show these tours to more people around the world, so more people can join us in the beautiful New York Harbor. All right. Let's see where we're going to go here at 115 Marina. Oh, I will ask. Stay tuned, Nicole. Un gran abrazo, Rafael. Oi, Toto Wine. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate that. Are we all set?
Yeah, we're supposed to put some stairs out for you. It's a big step down.
Oh, okay,
But we
cool.
figured we'd go up there and see what's going on land. You can see all the Optis lined up there, and we'll just go investigate the scene and see what these boats look like out of the water. You know?
Oh, yeah, I'm excited.
Looks like a lot of excitement there. So, and we got a great day for it. I got it.
Also, we have the steps right over here. Where are we today, Ida? Ida, right now we are in 115 Marina in Brooklyn. Right there is Brooklyn Heights right behind me. We can see the BQE, the Brooklyn Queens Expressway passing through. That's Brooklyn Heights. This is the waterfront park and the marina right over here. All this used to be historic piers that would service all of the manufacturing industry of Brooklyn.
Ariel, it's a little step there.
Yes, thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right. Okay, thank you so much for liking and sharing. Appreciate that. And this is the vessel we're on right now. It's in 1920 style, but it was built just recently. This is the Kingston. Right over here. All set? Yeah, let's go. Yeah. All right. So right now we're on the marina. There's some type of, what is this? Water basketball? That's fascinating. We got some canoes. Oh, that's amazing. Susie says the beautiful BQE. Indeed, the BQE is so gorgeous. Right here, the honcho. Look at that. Hey, Ida says thank you. The same boat? Yep. We've been on the Kingston already. 3 live streams. We're doing live streams all this week. We'll be back live later on at 4 p.m. today for more exploration of a fireboat, the John J. Harvey. So stay tuned for that. But these past 3 live streams were indeed on the Kingston. All right, after you. Yeah.
Yeah, looks like we have a Million Oyster Project.
Oh, really? Oh,
Exactly.
ironically.
Ironically, yeah.
So we will feature these guys in the near future.
How are you? Good. Good. How you doing?
Hey.
I don't know if you can touch it.
I've been driving all day.
Hey, Ariel. Nice to meet you.
This is Weston, Classic Harborland Sailor. This is Brooklyn Boatworks. We have Carl and Jeremy from Brooklyn Boatworks. We're going up. We're live streaming right now. You're live.
Oh,
This is Million Oyster Project. What are you guys up to?
we're just checking out one of the SEPA sites. So we have a nursery here. We have about 60 million oysters here.
Awesome.
60,000. So.
We're gonna come visit you guys in a few weeks.
Yeah. So we're just showing. We got some folks out from the DEC. So we're just showing them the sites.
Oh, very cool.
Oh yeah. Yeah, fire checker. The main thing.
We're actually doing a live stream for Brooklyn Boatworks right now. Just passing through.
Hey, how's it going? I'm excited to feature you guys soon because we're set to do so. Yeah, we're Ariel.
Pete.
Yeah, Pete. Nice to meet you.
Might do it on Friday?
I think you guys got postponed, so we'll figure it out. We'll get a new day.
So that was Billing Oyster Project. They are reintroducing oysters here to the East River and I think also to the Hudson because this used to be thriving with oysters. I think it was upwards of 1 trillion oysters used to be here on the East River alone. So it was very beautiful waters back in the day. And Jamie says, do I work for the tour company? I am working with them this month. So no, not permanently, just this month. And we're working together to bring you all this live.
Yeah. Ariel, this is Maggie McNichols. She's the
Oh, cool.
executive director.
Hi,
Ariel.
nice to meet you.
Ariel, this is amazing.
Yeah,
Thank
excited
you.
to be here.
Oh my goodness.
Lots of people here today.
Yeah, we're excited.
Things are supposed to Jackie, how are you? Nice to meet Alex.
Hi, Alex. Can we just have 2 seconds?
Actually, sorry.
So, very exciting. And I have a couple of kids that would be awesome to chat. Really
Oh, yeah.
excited. You wanna
Definitely.
do that?
Yeah, let's do that,
Why
yeah.
don't we go in front of their boat
Okay.
and then we can go.
That's great. That sounds great to me.
You guys sound
Cool.
Thank you so much for taking time out of your day.
all right, guys.
This is the boat.
Oh, wow.
They made from scratch
I love how they have different names over here. The sinker, middle boaties.
Yeah. So Xavier is the mind behind the title.
The title. Oh, cool. How was it building the boat? It was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now, how long did it take you to build it?
A few weeks.
A few weeks. Oh, cool. Okay.
Maybe a month or more.
To build the boat?
Yeah.
How about all school year? You started at the end of September, and you finished about a month or two, or a few weeks ago.
Yeah, a few weeks ago.
The kids. So the way it works is the students work throughout the school year. They get 4 planks of plywood, a set of plans, and hand tools.
Oh, wow.
And together with the Brooklyn Boatworks instructors, they build this. And throughout the journey, they learn self-confidence, leadership, and STEM skills.
And what was your favorite part of building the boat?
Mine had to be the lofting.
Yeah.
The lofting, what's that?
It's where you, I kind of forget.
You guys got this. A little camera shy. We haven't done any filming yet.
You want to say it, Maria?
How about you guys tell us
Lofting
what?
is like using like the drill and the hammer and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay. That's wonderful. And what school are you guys from?
MS-50.
MS-50. Oh, cool. And do you enjoy being on the water?
Yes.
Yeah.
I did.
No, not so much.
No.
But what do you enjoy about the boat making process?
The lofting.
The lofting. Okay, cool. How about
I'm
yourself?
not getting on that boat.
How about yourself?
It was fun.
It was fun. Oh, cool. Well, what aspect do you enjoy the most?
Cutting.
The petting. Okay. Okay, great. That's all. How about yourself?
I enjoyed the drilling.
The drilling. Okay. Yeah. It could be a lot of fun, actually. Yeah. And was it hard with how the wood has to bend and everything?
Yeah, on the last part.
On the last part. Okay.
It was hard for the like the side pieces because they have to curve. So.
Yeah. Of course. And have you been on the water before? I know you.
I mean,
not so much.
Yeah, we went on a boat trip like last week.
Okay. Oh, cool. Yeah. And what's your favorite area of New York City for being close to the water?
Probably like right here.
Right here. Okay. Oh, awesome.
Because I've been here one other time, and that was at the roller skating area.
Oh, cool. And do you want to build a bigger boat? Do you want to build a bigger boat? Yes.
I would if I could.
Cool. That's awesome. Wonderful.
Yeah. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what Brooklyn Boatworks means to you?
Oh, to me it means it's like helping me get more STEM skills, and it's also helping my teamwork skills.
Oh, nice. How about yourself?
For me, boatworks means it has opened a lot.
A lot of opportunities, a lot of chances to try new things and things like that. Oh, cool. Okay, that's wonderful. That's nice.
You know what I'm dying to know though? How did you come up with the name The Sinker?
Because our class wasn't very enthusiastic about building the boat at first.
Everyone said that we were gonna sink, so we thought of the name The Sinker.
And then everyone just started chanting, "Sinker, sinker."
Right. Do you think it'll stay afloat?
Maybe.
Cross your fingers, right? Yeah.
I'm not taking no chances.
And were all three of you involved with the sinker specifically?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, nice. So tell us a little bit about the boat. What is going on here with the boat?
We have some sandbags to keep it from like just staying up, from like it keeps it somewhat in the water.
Okay.
We have some like the thick sides that keep it from like tipping. That's mostly it.
From tipping. Okay. Wait. What do you mean? Oh, these thick sides keep it from capsizing, and then the sail itself. How did that work?
Oh, we didn't get to do the sail.
The sail. Okay.
We just built
the main wooden structure. I see. Oh, cool. And then this could fit 3?
2.
2. Okay. So who's the 2 riding it today?
We have
The whole class.
The whole class. Okay.
Except for me.
Okay.
Hopefully you'll still be around to see her in the boat sailing. I bet you're going to be the most excited one by the end of this.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you want to show me more boats around? Or?
Yeah, let's do it.
Thank you so much, guys. It was wonderful.
Thank
Have a fun time.
So here are some of the other boats that kids made. We are actually in 6 different schools, building 12 boats throughout the school year. We also started working in some NYCHA community centers, which means a lot to us starting this project this year.
For people who don't know, what does NYCHA stand for? Because we have people tuning in from all around the world.
New York Housing Authority.
Okay.
So it's a great time to really be getting involved with Brooklyn Boatworks, and we're really excited to say we're expanding next year. We're going to be in a lot of different schools.
Oh, that's amazing. What do you enjoy most about working for Brooklyn Boatworks? Working with Brooklyn Boatworks?
Honestly,
take a photo right now.
One,
Nice.
Today.
I assume this is also a big achievement for these kids as well.
It is, because a lot of these kids are telling us that they've never worked on a project this big before, and they didn't believe that they could do it. In September and October, they kind of thought we were absolutely nuts out of our minds, giving them tools, giving them planks of wood. So once we promised them that they could do it and would work with them, they got into it. They started really focusing on it, and you could see the excitement over time. But now you can see the enthusiasm. Once they really picked the names of the boats, it just took it to a whole new level.
Yeah, because once you build it once, it feels a lot easier the next time and the next time.
Yeah, exactly.
And building anything beyond that, just doesn't need to be boats, but just anything with life.
Now they can go home and help their parents, help their family, hang up a TV, do other things. They don't have to pay a contractor like I do to hang up a TV.
And as one of the young kids mentioned, he said he enjoyed the drilling part. Now he can drill away.
Drill away, sure can.
And I love the name of this one, Mofongo Power. That's amazing.
That is.
Mofongo, amazing Puerto Rican dish.
Yes.
And what's your other favorite names over here that you've seen?
I kind of really like the Goofy Gobbler.
The
Gobber. The Goofy Gobber.
The Goofy Gobber. The Goofy Goober, right?
Yes,
Goober.
Goofy Goober.
Oh, I love that. That's amazing. And the kids get to pick their own names.
Yes,
here.
They vote on it, they chat about it. They actually work on it for the entire year. And then at the end, they vote on it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And then Susie's saying, cool, I'm also a product of NYCHA here in New York City. Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
And then that's great.
Yeah, so all 6 schools, we can find some other kids to talk to.
Yes.
Right here, story that this Friday.
Yes, they do learn how to build boats. These kids actually physically built the wooden part of the boats. The sail seems to be pre-made, prefabricated. But yes, they're literally built by the kids. And Susie says, shy, I know the feeling. Yeah. Gwen says, awesomely cool. It is indeed, yeah. Very cool, actually. Elmer from Belize, nice to see you here. Yes, lots of kids here out today. People getting ready to go out. We have the Billy and the Oyster Project as well, which is great. And Susie says, I never did anything like this in school. Yes.
Oh, are we doing this right now?
Yeah.
Like we're on the spot. Okay, hold on. I just want to think about I just let me just think about this real quickly. I'm like, Are you sure? Oh my gosh, I'm like, I don't know what to say right now. Oh my God. What she said,
Type 1K, Mofongo Power right over here.
Right there. Oh, right there. Okay, great. Yeah. Wait, what were you asking me again? Just like
Yes.
Sean from 440.
Hey, Sean. How's it going? Hi.
And
Hi.
Miss Rita.
Miss Rita, nice to meet you.
he works with Sean.
Yes.
Sean, how was it building the boat?
Good.
Good?
When we finished, we got a reward. 2 of them.
Yeah.
Pizza and no school.
Oh, nice. Are you excited to go on the water?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, nice. Have you been on the water before?
Do you remember when we went 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
And we went to the South Street Seaport?
Yeah, I drove the boat.
You did. And what else did you learn?
How to sail a boat.
Indeed, yes.
And both of you were on it at the same time?
Yes, we were.
Oh,
yes.
that's great. That's great.
So everyone had a great time, and you know, just this whole experience has been phenomenal for the students, and just overall, just having the program at our school. You know, the students have been, like he said, got to learn how to sail.
Yeah.
They were able to actually get out in the water, and it's been really wonderful. And we can't wait to do it next year as well.
Exactly. And you're an educator yourself?
Yes, I am.
Okay,
yes.
okay. And how is it doing this program? How did you feel doing the program?
Good.
Good? Yeah. And then what's your favorite what was the hardest part in making these boats?
The shaping.
The what?
The shaping, the cut.
The shaping and the cut. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually structuring it.
Structuring
that
it,
was the hardest part for them, yeah.
I can
Some
imagine
said,
with the wood bending and everything. Yeah.
And having to actually then like screw everything together, but everything has been really fun.
And let's see, I have a question saying, will you be going yachting by yourself one day as a captain?
Maybe.
Where would you love to go out in the water if you could, anywhere in the world?
Maybe. Difficult question.
What was the first place that popped in your head?
Antarctica.
Antarctica. Oh,
Okay.
cool. Oh, that's a good challenge to aspire to. And how has it been being an educator? You're an educator, right?
Yes, yes.
How has it been being an educator with this program?
It's been phenomenal, actually, just seeing everything that they've been able to create, and just the fact that they worked together and they were able to make, you know, such a beautiful boat. And just coming out here and seeing the other schools gather, and especially on a beautiful day, it's been phenomenal.
Right, and
Enjoying
Ida
it.
says, "Be proud, kids. It's well done, educators too."
Yes.
Yeah. And are you what borough
We're
is
here
your?
in Brooklyn, in Park
Brooklyn.
Slope.
Okay,
Yes.
Park Slope. Oh, wonderful. Oh, that's great.
Yes.
And then, what would you recommend for kids who want to join Brooklyn Boatworks? What would we recommend them to do?
I would recommend one, definitely, you know, reaching out to the teachers at school, seeing if they want to have the program, and if they have the program, to just, you know, start coming up with creative ideas on how they want to shape their boat for the upcoming years, and that's about it.
Yeah, definitely. And what will you tell kids going into next year for Brooklyn Boatworks?
Work on your shoulder muscle.
Nice.
It's most needed.
Exactly. Oh, that's a good pro tip. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. It was nice to meet
meeting
you. Wonderful. Should I be chatting with anyone else you recommend?
Yes, I'd love to introduce you to some friends from MS88.
Hey, Ariel. Nice to meet you.
Here's
How's it
Alex
going?
and Story.
High five. Nice to meet you. Excited to be on the water today?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Really nice.
Oh, nice. And what was the most difficult part of building this?
Probably putting the glue on. Just because, like,
Yeah.
you were really worried you were going to get it on, like, the floor yourself, and it doesn't really come off, which was very, very fun.
Oh, I can imagine. And did you think you would be able to build the boat when you started?
No.
No.
I did.
You did? Oh, cool. You were confident. You were. And how did it feel once you got finished?
hard. It really wasn't that hard.
Oh, interesting. And how did it feel once you finished?
Once we finished, it was actually kind of, I mean, when we finished, it was not even like that difficult. It was a group project, so we were all doing it together.
Yeah.
It made it a lot easier.
Oh, that's amazing.
Whoever gets the dream right.
Right, exactly. And how was it working in the team in that case?
It was good. Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we made a lot of friends. Had a lot of shared experiences.
Oh, nice. And will you do it again?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, very cool.
Hopefully next year.
And are you an educator yourself?
Yes.
Yeah.
7th grade science teacher at MS88.
How was it trying to translate the science? Wait, first, how did the science part feel of building the boat? The math part.
We did learn quite a bit.
Yeah.
We learned about buoyancy, which was very scientific. Yeah, I already knew what that was.
Right.
So it's good to have some previous skills.
Yes.
Exactly, and they feel good to bring that aspect of in the classroom, but in physical reality here in person.
Brooklyn Boatworks is a great way to make science real in the classroom and outside. So it was a great experience for all.
Oh, that's amazing. Wonderful. Okay, thank you so much. It was wonderful chatting with all of you. Have a fun time in the water. Yeah.
Now we're gonna set up and do our graduation ceremony. So we're gonna get to see all the kids.
And when do they start going on the water today?
12:30, right after
12:30.
this graduation.
Okay, perfect. I'll stick around to show a little bit of them going out into the water.
Beautiful.
Yeah, enjoy it. Thank you so much again. Have a good day. All right, so I'm going to stick around and kind of show the atmosphere.
Yeah, great.
And then we'll stick around for 12:30 to show them going off in the boats. Yeah. All right, cool. All right, everyone. Now I'm on my own. We chatted with a few of the kids and the two gentlemen behind it, Brooklyn Boatworks, Jeremy and Carl, that were awesome to chat with. If you want to see the interview with the two founders of Brooklyn Boatworks, you can see that in the beginning of the video after this live video has ended. It's able to be replayed anytime you would want. And then let me know if you want to see anything here specific. I think what we're gonna do is wait around. Let me know. I'll leave it up to a vote. Do you guys want to wait around? I'll show you a little bit more of this area of Brooklyn Bridge Park and see at 12:30 them getting on the boats onto the water. Let me know if you want to see that in action right now in about 20 minutes. And, ooh, all right. Hello, Hermes. Hello, Susie. Nancy, welcome. Nicole says, yes, please. Marianne says, we would love to see the launch. Yes, please. Marianne says, we would love to see the launch. Classic Harbor Live. Hey, Meg says, yes, we would love to see the launch. That sounds awesome. Kay says, yeah, keep on filming. Nancy says, you enjoyed the questions. Oh, I'm so glad I asked good questions. Thank you. Nancy also says it was awesome to see the teachers and the kids. Yeah, it's awesome to see the teachers being passionate about this as well, along with the kids. Some kids are really, really deeply passionate about it, which is awesome to see. Marianne says, I used to go sailing. In the Long Island Sound. It's just a hull with a 3-man crew, no motor power, just sail when the wind dried. Okay, so I think they're gonna get the graduation ceremony going. I'll show that as they all get gathered around. Let me know if you have any questions about the New York Harbor, Brooklyn itself. Right now we're at Brooklyn Heights. They have grills here in the park, which is awesome. I think this is officially Brooklyn Bridge Park South, should be the name of this park area. And I think they're heading to some type of ceremony right over here in this little nook of the park. Matt says, keep on filming to see the launch. All right, boats are in. We will be sticking around for about 20 minutes or so to see the boats go out into the harbor. And Ida says, very well kept site. It really is a very well kept site. It's nice that it is well maintained and that it provides a public space for a lot of people of all ages to come here, from very young kids to the elderly, and from New Yorkers to tourists alike. or people visiting for various reasons. It's nice that this park exists to provide a nice place of respite and recreation where New York City lacked only more than a decade ago, lacked mostly on the waterfront. There was not too many waterfront places to hang out in that at least were that well curated and designed. But now there are, which is amazing. Gwen says, excellent docks and harbor, excellent feed today. Thank you so much. All right, let's see what's happening with graduation. Let's see. Kids are gathering up there. Here's a visitor center. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'll stand right.
And Classic Harbor Line, right now Meg is running the Classic Harbor Line YouTube in the comments, and she's asking if any Brooklyn Boatworks families are tuning in or kids. Do let us know. Or educators, do let us know. So the ceremony is starting. Oh, Paul says, can't wait to see the kids sail today. Yeah, me too. We're looking at views right now, downtown Manhattan. Mater says a lot of kids are wearing Urbanist orange. It's a different shade of orange, but pretty close, pretty close. Hello, Nicole says that's an awesome organization. Indeed it is. And the New York City skyline is so majestic. It really is, Nicole. And Marianne, I agree. Definitely is. It's all right, I think
coastline all across the 5 boroughs, all around Brooklyn. We need to experience it. And the boats that you all built connect us to the water, connect us to our environment. And that is an exciting thing. And so I really, truly want to congratulate each and every one of you for building these boats. It's something that I never could do, I don't think in my wildest dreams, and I'm so impressed that each of you are able to make it happen. It's so wonderful to be with young people all across the world, all across Brooklyn. And I have to say that there are a lot of people who made this all possible. So we give the staff of Brooklyn Boatworks and the board of Brooklyn Boatworks a big round of applause.
So unfortunately their speakers aren't working, so it's hard to decipher what they're saying. So let's continue walking around in the meanwhile as they finish up their graduation ceremony. And hello Janice, nice to see you here. Let's show more of the boats. Susie says he looks like a young Al Franken. Yeah, that's one of the local council members. I think he mentioned he was from Brooklyn. It might have been from this area of Brooklyn specifically. I think the boats are already on the water because I don't see them here. Well, let's check them out. Oh, there we go. Here you see, oh, the boat's moving. The last boat. Winds are picking up. Hey. Good, good.
Streaming still?
Yeah, we're waiting for the boats to go out onto the harbor. There's a few people tuning in. Opal, hello. My son attends MSN35, and he's in the Brooklyn Boatworks program. Opal, that's awesome. Oh, wow. Is he here today? Do let us know. That's really cool. While we're here with Captain Shannon and Ramon, if you have any questions for the crew of the Classic Harbor Line, feel free to ask. As we see these guys put the boat over into the water.
I think they're the last one. All the rest of them.
They are, yeah. Oh yeah, they're all the way down there now. Yeah.
They're right next to Kingston's.
Oh cool. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Did you do this also when you were a little kid? Did you ever
Not at all.
go on water as a little kid? No, not at all. Interesting. When was the first time you really started going into sailing?
Well, my parents had a bigger boat.
Okay.
So I was never in little dinghies like this. But I grew up in New Mexico, which has no water.
So you were starved from water.
Right, well, so we started driving down and spending every vacation down in the Sea Cortez.
Right.
And at first it was like my dad had these little kayaks, and then he bought this tiny little sailboat that we'd trailer down and live off of for a week. Way too small for that.
I can imagine. Wait, why did your parents own a boat then?
Because they missed the water.
They missed the water? Okay,
They missed the water, yeah. We were living in the desert.
Were they originally from one of the coasts?
No, but they've been living in Hawaii for 8 years.
Oh, okay. I see. I can imagine. Yeah. And then once you were on the water, you never looked back.
It was something I did growing up. Like, we'd go down and spend vacations down there. But honestly, you know, I was an only child teenager. I had to be stuck on a boat with their parents. Like, I hated it.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah, because they're long journeys, right?
Yeah. So it turned around after a while. And
oh, I see.
got into it again.
Oh, cool.
Took a few years. Yeah.
And how did you end up in Classic Harbor Line?
Let's see. It was 2019. So I'm a sailor.
Yeah.
And I work kind of bouncing around the world doing different sailing gigs, various sorts. And I just finished a contract in 2019, and my buddy Caleb was a captain up here at the time, and he got in touch. He saw that I was looking for my next job, and he said, "Hey, can you help us finish the season off?" It was August, and I said, "Sure, I can be there in a week." Talked to Sarah on the phone, and I was here a week later. So I helped him finish the season off as a mate in 2019, and then I came back last summer to captain the schooners.
Oh, to captain the schooners. Oh, so you're also doing the schooners too?
I mostly do the schooners.
Oh,
Kingston is like my fun adventure day to hang out with you and go exciting places.
And
but most of the time I'm sailing.
And not ring the horn. I say that because, you know, I actually did the John J. Harvey, which we're doing later today. And that was my first boat video ever. And guys, they were kind-hearted. They told me, hey, go out to see the hose shoot out.
Okay.
And then they rang the horn.
And you almost fell off the boat.
I literally, yes.
Threw his phone off the boat.
So I'm like, never again. And then
it's shocking. The worst
it is shocking, yeah.
The worst is because the horn is mounted really high up in the rig.
Yeah.
So on big boats, sometimes when I'm racing, I'll be up aloft, and you're like up aloft on a mast. And if the captain doesn't warn you before he blows the horn, like you feel like you're gonna fall off the rig.
Yeah, exactly.
It's very exciting.
Oh, so you have to go all the way up the mast? That's one of your roles on the boats that you do? Okay. Oh, yeah. All right. Are they going already? Not yet. The kids are still back there.
Oh, okay. So these are all the volunteers that brought them down, and the kids are up there.
Yeah, they are. Let's see. Let's zoom in. Nope, the kids are not there yet.
A little fleet of boats.
It would be cool if they play Battleship, but just in live action.
That would be. They might end up doing that.
It might be the Battleship
Intentionally or not.
Right.
How funny would that be?
Oh, Susie has a great question for you. Does it take a lot of arm strength to steer a boat?
It can, yeah, absolutely. It depends on the boat. So if it has like hydraulic steering, for instance, you're not really feeling it, in which case it doesn't. But on the sailboats especially, it can, depending on the trim of your sails, because that's actually affecting your balance, and you're countering that balance with your rudder angle, which is directly related to your steering. So if your sails are out of balance, then you could be doing a lot of work with your arms.
Oh.
And it ends up being a lot. Kingston, I mean, she's a little motorboat. That's the boat we're driving today.
Yeah.
She's a little bit stiff, we call it. Like, I can still feel everything. It's not hydraulic. So I still feel everything, and she's a little stiff, but it's nothing compared to the sailboats.
Yeah, I'm
Oh, yeah. And the sailboats can get crazy with the wind as well. Yeah, it can, yeah.
Just give me a lot more.
Oh, I can imagine, yeah. And now, what other type of vessels have you driven around?
Sailboats.
Sailboats mostly. Okay, that's your thing. And you do yacht racing as well.
Yeah, and I don't captain when I do that.
Okay. I can't wait to one day go on a yacht race and see that in action.
It's incredible.
Yeah. I can imagine what makes it incredible.
It's just wild. I mean, that's like most people who sailing fast and on these well-made boats is, the epitome of the experience that we enjoy. And you don't often get to do that unless you're in a race scenario when you have many more crew than the boat would normally run with. So you can just push the boats much harder than you would normally, and you're just really like finding the edge and getting these boats to go fast, and there's the competitive elements. It's very fun.
Oh, fascinating. What's the fastest you've ever gone?
I mean, I'm not on the crazy fast boats, but 16, 17 knots.
17 knots? Oh, wow. Okay. Plenty.
18, 19, 20, somewhere in there.
I recently featured the hovercraft at the USS Wasp, and I was shocked to hear that they go up to 50 knots, which is insane. That's fast, right? That would be considered...
50?
Yeah, 50. Okay.
Definitely, that's like some sort of foil getting them out of the water.
Right, exactly.
Are you able to walk it over?
All right, I think the kids are still back there. Have you seen this in action before?
No, I've never.
No. Yeah, it's nice. I like it. Classic Harbor Line, nice to see you here. Says, so happy you could tune in. Yes, indeed. And then Opal says, yes, he's here. Oh, Opal. Let me know a description. If I can kind of spot him out, do let me know. I'll do my best.
That'd be fun.
Or let me know his name as well. I'll do my best to spot him and show him on camera and maybe say hello. And let me know the name of the boat. Actually, that'll be easier. Let me know the name of the boat of your son, and I'll spot it. All right, everyone. Let me know if you have any questions about New York, the harbor, for Captain. Let us know.
Here comes Sarah.
I think I'm going to go and show the boats. Let's go. Nice. Hi.
Have you heard of us?
No, I have not. What is the harbor school?
Yeah, harbor school. on Governor's Island. We're both alumni of the Harbor School. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. I'm streaming the Brooklyn Boatworks event today. Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, you were watching? Oh, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
because we're really hoping you'd come over.
Oh, yeah. How are you collaborating with the Boatworks?
So we partner with a bunch of the schools.
Okay.
So we have little programs. So we like to educate through restoration and restoration with education. So we're planning to put a billion oysters in New York Harbor.
Yeah.
And we want to engage 100 million people. So those 100 million people, why not include students that this is their backyard and they should appreciate this harbor. So that's how I got involved. That's how Brian got involved. We're students.
And I'm ambassador.
Yeah.
So I do a lot of the volunteering, and I work with the ORSs, which are the cages that we put the oysters into the water.
Right.
Monitor and stuff. So I've seen you on Instagram, obviously.
So you have? Oh, cool. Okay.
Like I'm a fan favorite, but if you're interested, Billy Oyster would be happy to have you come to their location on Governor's Island if you ever wanted to do.
That would love to do.
Yeah,
and show
it's
some
not something that's
oysters.
known either. Like a lot of people know about us in a sense, but it's something that
and it's based in Governor's Island, the actual physical location.
So we were founded
That's
in
cool.
2014 by students and teachers at the New York Harbor School in hopes of clarifying the New York Harbor, because as you can see, it's not the greatest condition.
Right.
And oysters can clarify through 30 to 50 gallons of water per day.
Yes.
Yeah. So we have them. Can't eat them, but they're giving us, that opportunity, and they were
But
naturally.
the oyster restaurant is right down there.
Yeah. Well, you can eat those.
But those are for like New England.
Yeah.
Definitely
So
don't eat these.
don't eat these.
Yeah.
But we are planning to put $1 billion in the New York Harbor by 2035.
$1 billion. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So we are on track currently.
Hopefully we get back to $1 trillion, because that was the original number.
Yes. Oh, so you know
1600s.
some stuff about us.
Oh
Yeah, you got it.
I've covered a lot of oyster history.
Yeah. So
read The Big Oyster?
I did. Yeah. That was my main source.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's funny, in the book, he says that one of the chefs from France came over here, and he said that the finest oysters in the world were in the Gowanus.
Yeah. And now look at the Gowanus.
Things have changed.
Which
Things
we
have
have,
changed.
I believe we have some oysters that, not
Oh,
us
good.
specifically, but like wild oysters are starting to sprout.
Oh, that's good.
Which is great. Yeah.
It's another thing we do. We do wild oyster surveys.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we just had one about 2 weeks ago. We found quite a few, so it's really exciting.
Also, they're growing now wild.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
No, it's making a difference. It's making a huge difference.
And do you think we'll get to a point where we have those big oysters again? Because
Well, we've had some really big
We've had
ones
some
come
large.
out.
It really depends on where the oysters are being placed and, like what CSOs are around. I don't know if you know about combined sewage overflow.
No, not so much.
But New York City has a sewage system that is severely outdated.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people don't realize that when it rains, it can be a quarter of an inch of rain, and those sanitary sewers that are coming from the houses, and we have those storm sewers, they combine together and they come out. And when it rains a little too much, it's the tiniest bit of rain.
Yeah.
And if it, that rain comes out, all that water and gunk comes out, and it causes for our harbor to be the polluted that it is. So the
fascinating.
oysters are here to kind of help with that, but they can't do that if, that sewage is continuously coming out and just causing us. So that's another municipal issue that we have. That we're also
because
advocating
the oysters are not that efficient.
yeah,
in filtering
they're
water.
efficient
Well,
if they're at that level
I
of
see.
surviving. So depending on where we have them, that's another reason why they survive. So we have a bunch of spots all over the city. So we have one, I can name a couple that are here. So we have one right here. So those signs right there are to let people know that we have oyster, some type of field station and stuff like that.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so we are mainly based on
Yeah.
Governor's Island. We started there, and now we've just continuously moved around the city. We've engaged with so many students and so many people alike to make sure.
So the Oyster Project is part of the Harbor School as well?
Yes, so
Okay.
it's part of our what we learned as a curriculum. So I was a professional scuba diver for them. So we have career technical education programs, and we go through that, and we educate through that as well. So I was part of the CTE that basically help place cages, help monitor the cages that necessarily our volunteers can't reach per se.
Right.
Yeah.
Can you show us a little bit of the oyster samples you have here?
Yeah,
What
so
are
this is
these?
just regular oysters that are clumped, and the reason why we choose oyster specifically is because, like mussels, not like mussels. Mussels grow in like a two-dimensional pattern; they grow linear. But however, oysters grow in like a three-dimensional pattern. So everybody knows what a coral is, right?
Wait, they grow Interesting.
So they grow on top of one another.
Oh wow, I didn't realize.
And the reason why this is so important is just like coral reefs. These create oyster reefs and promotes biodiversity over time. And that's the reason why we want more oysters populating the water, because obviously we don't want a cleaner water. We also want more animals to come and inhabit the New York Harbor.
Let me show that close up. That's fascinating.
Yeah.
And are those edible? To be
no.
blunt.
No, not in our lifetime.
No,
There's
okay,
a
okay.
possibility that later on in life they can become edible, but due to, you know, obviously the microplastics and hard metals and things that are in our New York Harbor, because of it being such an industry area, we can't necessarily eat them now.
Of course,
But you know, maybe our children's children in the day. That's why we want to do things like this. We want to make sure the harbor is upkept and, you know, kept clean.
And then what were these ones? What is this over here?
So you were talking about the little oyster research sites that we talked
Yeah.
about, and this is just like a model of how it looks. It's just a smaller model, and basically there's a couple of them either stacked or just like this, and they're hanged with bungee cords and a line with a buoy to make sure they stay afloat, because they can't stay in the sediment because the sediment on New York Harbor is very bad. It's containing toxic metals and it's anoxic, meaning that it suppresses all the oxygen within them. So that's why we can't keep it in the bed of the harbor. But they stay up in the water column, and basically they filter like that. They stay with the line, and they grow different tunicates, or basically just some species that grow in New York Harbor and other stuff.
The barnacles?
Barnacles. We have a lot of like some of the things that you see that we'll see. So we have like sometimes mussels that grow on top.
Oh, mussels as well. Oh, that's great. So it's a nice varied
So it actually provides
species.
a natural habitat. So we'll pull these up and we'll find eels, crabs, different kinds of fish. So, and that's just a really great sign. And it's one of the benefits, just besides cleaning the water, they provide a natural habitat, and they also provide reefs, which prevent storm surges, such as Superstorm Sandy. So there's like 3 real big benefits for oysters.
And the cool thing about oysters is they grow on certain things. So after Superstorm Sandy, a lot of the toilets were damaged, and we were able to utilize. We were donated toilets from I think it was the Department of Education. Don't quote me on that.
Okay,
Don't quote me on that.
Let us know if you know if you're part of that project.
But the porcelain of that, they were able to grow on those porcelain toilets. So we were able to reuse the funny.
Oh, I love
really
that.
Weird, but we were able to use them and have them grow there.
It's funny how nature sometimes provides such a cheap and more efficient solution sometimes.
So right now we've been working. We have 250 million currently. We have a plan because we just expanded a little bit. And we have a plan to release 100 million per year to get us to that goal in 2035.
And it's New York specific, the project?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
cool.
New York City specific.
All 5 boroughs.
All 5 boroughs.
Both the East River and the Hudson? As well?
We are having various waterways as well.
All the waterways,
The other milestone is we want to hit 1 million volunteers by 2035.
Oh, wow.
And we're getting there. There's lots of ways to volunteer with Billion Oyster. You can be an ambassador like I am, which is a volunteer, and we do everything from wild oyster service to surveys to public outreach to ORS maintenance. There's also a lot of public events as well. The shell pile out in Governor's Island is open for everyone to come, and that's where we process the shells.
With our restaurant partners. So if you visit our website, billionoysterproject.org.
Where
we have our Instagram. So there's an Instagram at Billion Oyster. So basically, we are partnered with many restaurants. I think we're partnered with over 60 currently in New York City, where they donate their shells. So you'll eat those good oysters from New England, Fisher's Island, places like that. And you eat those shells, and we are able to reutilize those shells. So as you can see on this one, this may have been a restaurant partner shell, and then these were naturally growing oysters that we were allowed to put the stock.
Wait. So oyster shells could be recycled in essence?
Yeah, for sure.
Yep, so we partner with them.
Clam shells, oysters.
That is mind-blowing.
Yeah, so if you
I'm glad you guys are teaching this to people as well.
If you ever want to become a member as well,
that's great.
We have membership with certain restaurants, so you get free oyster plates, members only oyster socials.
Let me know if you want me to feature that
on
the live stream.
Coming up soon.
Or in the short video, let us know.
It's really cool, and we partner with all restaurants across the city. So you go on our website, you can see the restaurants that we partner with.
And are you also working with kids as well?
Yep. All of the schools. So we partner with a bunch of middle schools, elementary schools, high schools across New York City, across the 5 boroughs. That's how I became involved. I was at a middle school where they taught me right down the river over here.
Oh, very cool.
And then I went to the high school, and then through the high school, now I'm an intern with development and communications.
That's amazing. Do you think the waters will ever be blue again? Because they used to be historically.
If we continue this,
I have full faith it will be.
Oh, cool,
and it's
cool.
not just
it's happened in other cities. It definitely will.
It's not just through these water quality initiatives. It's also obviously politics.
Yeah.
If your council members and congressmen and even senators are not working to benefit the New York Harbor, we won't be able to do things like this. It takes a lot of permitting. It takes a lot of asking people, hey, can we enter these areas? Because a lot of these places are also privately owned.
Right.
So, you know,
Also,
having
shout out to
connections.
all the other nonprofits
Yeah.
that are supporting this effort. Plus Pool, Riverkeeper, Swim Coalition. There's so many.
Sloop
nonprofits
Clearwater
out
is a
there.
nice partner of ours as well. They've, you know, educated and brought people to us. So it's a lot. There's other not-for-profits that are doing the same work and trying to get us together and make sure that we're out there.
Oh, that's amazing. Let me know the best email that I can reach out to you
I'm
guys.
just going to tell you,
Okay,
is
yeah.
that September 22nd is the big fundraiser for Billy and Oyster Project.
Yeah.
It is so much fun. They have about 50 oyster farms there. Talisker Whiskey is always there. It's so much fun. They have live music. They have an oyster shucking competition.
Oh, cool.
It's really, really fun.
When
Highly
does that
recommend
happen?
it. This year it's September 22nd.
Okay.
It's called the Big
Billy
Billy and Oyster Project Party.
Oh, that's fun.
It's so much fun.
Oh, I'm glad you guys
it's
are doing
a
that.
great opportunity
Yeah.
for you to really see what we're doing and see the lasting impact that we're having, and for you to benefit and have a little party as well. So
Oh yeah, definitely.
and to support us.
Oh yeah,
Support
definitely.
us. Yeah.
Let me know the best email to reach out to Billy and their Oyster
We
Project.
have just this contact
Okay,
information.
cool, I'll
It's,
grab that one.
Agata, she's the public outreach coordinator at the moment.
Okay,
So,
perfect.
Yeah, and then I can also take down your information because I work for development and communications.
Right.
So you're kind of press and technicality.
Oh, yes.
So we would love to put you on our press list and ever, you know,
Okay, cool.
pitch some ideas to you that you would want to take part in.
I'll write it down now.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you so much for coming up to us.
My pleasure.
And we'll
So
give you
glad
a
we could
sticker as
chat
well.
oysters because they're such a beautiful creature too.
Yeah, they're amazing, and you would never know that we were so abundant with these oysters back in the day. It's actually the reason why we have takeout containers.
Right.
Fun fact.
Oh,
because of oysters.
Yeah, that is true. And I hope I asked about the big oysters earlier because I hope we can have oyster pies once again.
Oh yeah. Here's your sticker as well.
Harder for me just thinking about the food part, but it was fascinating that used to be a thing because the oysters were so big and abundant. Yeah. And then the water used to be almost see-through blue in parts of the New York Harbor.
Whales, dolphins. That's why we've had those. Not to credit us 100%, but with our
they're coming
initiatives-
back.
Yeah,
Right.
they're coming back.
Oh.
It's that biodiversity that an oyster can create.
Oh, that's wonderful. It was wonderful meeting you. What's
Nice
your
to
name
meet you.
again?
I'm Deanna.
Deanna.
Brian. Nice
Brian.
Catherine.
Catherine.
Hi, pleasure to
Ariel.
meet you.
Thank you so much again, guys. You'll see this on the Classic Harbor Line YouTube.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Bye, guys.
Bye. All right, so the kids are coming out, and we're going to show some of the boats. They seem to have a huge pizza party already set up, which is awesome. Ida says, very well explained. Yeah, they were amazing. Look at all that pizza, ladies and gentlemen. I wonder where that pizza is coming from. I wonder if guests of this event also get pizza. Maybe it has oysters on it. All right, let's show the boats out ashore. Life jackets.
Yeah? All right, I'm going to go for it. I mean, I'm training in this. I'm good. This might be too small, though. I'm not going to lie. In the back? Okay.
Kay says it's pizza heaven. Indeed, it is pizza heaven. That's quite a lot of pizza. That was at least like 30 boxes of pizza. So as we can see here, they are actually making man-made mini beaches here on the Brooklyn Bridge waterfront, which is awesome. And all these rocks act as a breakwater, so it prevents overflow from storms, from tides, etc. And we can see how high the water is, usually by the point where the rocks are either dark gray or green. Green means that they're frequently wet. Dark gray, a little bit less. And then the very light gray is that they very rarely get wet. Kay says, this is so interesting. And Gwen says, your collaborations are fabulous. So yes, for people who don't know, I run my own YouTube channel called Urbanist Exploring Cities. And that's on YouTube. And you can find me on TikTok, Ariel Vieira. I cover short videos of history, tidbits, food, architecture in cities, not just in New York, but all around the world. So you see Paris, London, Copenhagen, Italy, Rome, many other places. And then beyond that, I am working with Classic Harbor Line for this month to bring you awesome live streams. This entire week we have live streams scheduled out. So stay tuned later today at 4 p.m. once again, and then stay tuned even later to see live streams tomorrow and all through Friday. And then we'll be back for June 24th for a Pride sale. So there's a huge Pride, LGBT Pride event happening on a boat with Classic Harbor Line. And then the very last one will be July 4th in the afternoon, in the evening, I mean. I think it's around 8 p.m. Our live stream is scheduled. Meg can let us know when the next live streams are at in the comments. That'll be so appreciative. And we'll show you more of the water, but the July 4th one is very exciting. And I want to give a huge round of hearts for Classic Harbor Line. Partnerships like these help me to show you more parts of the world and more parts of New York City on short videos and live videos. So thank you so much, Classic Harbor Line, for partnering up with me, live streamer. Live streaming is not the biggest industry in the West at the moment, so it's nice to have a client like Classic Harbor Line supporting this type of work, because it truly is the most interesting way of experiencing something cool in the city, like what we're doing today. Thank you so much, Classic Harbor Line. July 4th will be 8 p.m. Looks beautiful here today, says Sally. It really is beautiful. It really is. Yeah, it's gorgeous. So the kids are already gathering on shore. Hey, Christoph says, next time I'm in New York, I will go on the Classic Harbor Line tour. 100% recommended, yes. These tours are special collaborations with nonprofit organizations, but they have regular tours about the architectural history of New York City, of the waterfront, and have tours, jazz tours, for example. So not every tour is just people speaking all the time. There's also more casual tours, more tours that are a little bit more romantic, such as the jazz tour. Where are the kids' boats? All right, let's check them out. So I'm not sure if Opa, if you want to let me know. It's okay if you don't. But if you do want to let me know what is your kids' boat's name, I will try to find it and feature it. So it's up to you. If you already wrote it down, please write it down again. If anyone saw her comment earlier, do write it down again. I'll be so appreciative. I think there's a TV broadcast going on, so I'm going to be a bit silent. Let's see.
Hello? Are you going to get any more of those?
Only 5 more sailors, 5 more captains.
I told my cameraman like
Hey, how's it going?
Yes,
All right, exciting.
Hey, Ariel.
Good. Exciting.
Yeah. It looks like they wrapped up graduation. Maybe they're having a snack. These boats are in position. I'm excited to see this happen.
One of the mothers is tuning in from one of the kids.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So everyone, this is Sarah. She works with Classic Harbor Line, and Opa has her kid tuning in. Who has her kid today out on the boat?
Do you know the name of Opa's boat?
We'll try to find out if she wants to share. Yeah.
Yeah, they all have really cute names. Each boat has on the back. I don't know.
Do you see any favorite ones?
The Sinker. That was a cute one, and they, you could tell they all got together and came up with something creative.
Right. That's amazing. Have you ever ridden one of these tiny little boats yourself?
I haven't, but I went to one of their events, and I believe they sell or auction these off occasionally, and you can become the proud owner of one of these because they just keep making more and more of them. So,
cool.
If you go to their fundraising events, I've witnessed that, and I remember going to my husband and saying, I think we might need one of these, but of course, we don't live on the water or anything, so that didn't. But I do love them. They are beautiful. And a long time ago, I used to teach.
Yeah.
That's how I got into this. I used to teach sailing on little boats. Not quite this little.
To kids or?
To kids,
to
yeah.
kids, oh, cool.
That's how I grew up sailing, but then I really learned and fell in love with sailing once I had to teach sailing. That's when I really felt like I became one with sailing when you had to teach it,
Oh yeah, because you appreciate it more, right?
Yeah, well, the fact that you actually have to pass it on to someone else and
that too.
Transfer all of that understanding, the technical and then the physical, because it's a very physical thing. And there's science to it. I love science, and it just resonated well with me. I always had trouble sitting still growing up and through college, and sailing and getting on a boat always felt very right because I like moving around. Getting into things. I can't sit still, and a sailboat is great for people who can't sit still.
Really?
Well, if you think about it,
it's
always
active,
moving.
It's a very active thing. Yeah.
You've been on a boat with us a lot lately.
Yeah.
You're always moving on a boat, and it kind of just works for however it was that God made me. So,
I see.
So that's why I love sailing, and that's why this is what I guess I keep finding myself doing. So.
Oh, that's good. And what are you doing with Classic Harbor Line right now? What's your role?
Anything. Well, I just kind of look after everything and make fun projects like this happen. And
you're a boat captain as well.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I've been driving since 2005 and sail and power.
All right, so 11
here's bad.
On this first run. A couple things to know. While you're on the dock here, you'll see there's a couple hazards that crack right there. We got to watch out for that. Don't walk too far backwards. There's a hose there. Don't trip on that. And this floating dock here, we're going to try to stay on the gray part of it, not the black part of it. We can be on the black if we need to, but it's quite dangerous down there, and there's cracks and things. So the gray is a little more stable. Try to stick to that, and definitely let's keep the students on the gray. We can launch boats off that side and off the ends, these two gray ends of the dock right there. And the course generally goes around two red balls that we floated out there. We're going to go downwind this way first. You'll see a red marker that way. And then we're going to make a turn up around this red marker, which is behind these boats right now, straight out of the black part. Anywhere near this metal structure, whatever you call that. There's the two white markers right there. Stay to the east, the northeast, to this side of those two small white markers. We also don't want to go anywhere near the space over there by the basketball courts. So you'll see yellow balls out there. Stay in the really big one in the middle. And then our boundary on this side is going to be the concrete dock right here. We're on an adjoint line in that concrete dock straight ahead. You don't want to go anywhere further towards the East River than that. That's where our safety boat drop wheels are going to be. They're going to be one down there and one by the wall. Did you catch all that?
It's a great adventure.
This is pretty exciting.
Wind is picking up.
Did they tell you about these here?
Yeah, the sandbags to keep. No.
This is flotation, so this is strapped in, so in case it does take on significant water, it doesn't make sure it floats.
It floats. Oh, okay.
It's plan B.
Oh, it's plan B. Yeah. What would be a risk with the wood? Like how? Like
I guess they might leak a little. But,
might leak a little.
I don't know about you, but it looks like there's a lot of glue on these.
There is. Strong plywood.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think that this technology is like 2,500, no more, 3,000 years old, more. Technology
wood and
of
glue?
bending
Oh,
wood, bending wood in order to make a ship.
Yeah. I mean, sailing and boating goes way back, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And you know what these are as well? Did they tell you about this? These are center boards that they're going to slide into here to, right now they're just flat on the bottom.
Yeah.
So that'll help keep them from like sliding around and give them some direction.
And then the sail itself. Yeah. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and there's like a little gap on these. Did you notice like the shape of these sails?
Yeah.
They're really cool. This is
Is that standard shape?
well, usually what you see out here, these are Marconi rigs, these like triangle-shaped rigs.
Yes.
And if you go out on any of the schooners, classic harbor line, they're gaff rigs. So it's like a square-shaped sail, and it just gives it a lot more sail area, more power. But with this triangle rig, the advantage is you can point higher, go closer to the wind. So it's a little, still very, very fast.
At the same time, let's do a batch of 6 and 6. We'll get the first 6 out there. Then we'll move the other 6 boats over while we have room on the dock.
Mika's
and you can see a rudder down here.
Yeah.
See that thing with those little pins? The back section have some steerage. So they'll get in the water and put the boat together a little bit once it's in the water.
Mika from Sweden is asking, will I get on one of these boats?
Will you get on one of those?
Not today, because they're for the kids.
This is for the kids, yeah. I think about 100 kids are going to take turns on these 12 boats. Are there 12? Yeah. About a dozen. You never know, Ariel. You never know.
Exactly.
I don't know if I've had enough beers for that, though.
No, not yet. Let me know, should I bid on the auction for one of them and ride them myself?
Yeah, that's true. Ariel, you do get to see Ariel's sail with us on June 24th, though.
Oh, cool.
So you will be on a much bigger sail, though.
Stay tuned, yeah, June 24th. And then why that transparent flap?
Yeah, so you can see through it.
See through it.
Yeah, I mean, that's about eye level.
For visibility.
Visibility, the sail does certainly black out your view a little bit. Yeah, these sails are beautiful. I actually don't really know the story on how they were made. That would be who makes them, but
one of the students mentioned it was prefabricated.
Oh,
so they didn't make
them.
it. They didn't make it.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay.
They just made the wooden part.
Yeah, now sail making is another really great craft that a lot of not a lot, but a few people that work for us or crew with us. Oops.
Oh, man overboard.
It's a good thing we have our life jackets.
It happens, right?
Yep.
Yeah. It's because Hey, Ron says, "As we found land yet?" Yeah, we are. I'm whispering a little bit because and ABC 7 is filming at the moment. ABC 7. I'll show you. I think they stopped filming. Yeah.
This is Pat. Go ahead.
But I do have the self-inflating jacket.
No, well, no, because we're just seeing the kids go off.
Don't
yeah.
fall off the dock.
Oh, yeah, I won't. Yeah.
Okay. I'm looking out for you.
I'm very good at sinking, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got good technique.
No, I know your story. I've got my eye on you.
So, long story short, I had a very close run-in with a riptide in Far Rockaway Beach. But that's for a longer story. I'll let you guys know later, another day. Opal says, such a great program for kids. It really is. Yeah.
It really is. Especially, I mean, to have this in New York City, like, this is a dream.
It truly is.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's taking off.
Oh, he already got taken off.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Nice stuff.
Right on.
It's not that much fun. We're so close to the pump hose. So they're basically shoving these boats. Interestingly, they have to get rudders and dagger boards on. Those are components that you guys didn't build, but you guys
Maybe we can
made
hire
spots for them. There are separate pieces that gets attached.
I hope they know.
So all the pieces are going to be pre-attached for you. We're getting the boat, and if you want to see how they're doing it right now, they've got plenty of hands holding on to keep it steady. That sail's out, so they're not getting any speed, they're not going anywhere. But then somebody takes one foot, the next foot. Basically, I'm just trying to talk about that transition into the water. Just make sure you go a foot at a time, make sure you're stable. There's no need to just jump off the deck into the boat. It is a boat, so it's going to be a little rocky, it'll be a little tippy. Thinking about where you put your weight is really important and really fun. And like I said, the instructors will go further into detail about those kind of movements and what the weight does for the boat later on. But you can see just from where we are right now, that is significantly wobblier. So just once you're on it, just make sure that your hands are out, kind of like when you're on the subway. Just that's wide legs.
Can I add something, Quinn? When you step into the boat, you guys, if you step right on the edge, the boat tips a lot. If you step into the middle, the boat only tips a little. Okay? And then as soon as you get onto the boat, get your weight down low. Right? That'll help you be stable.
And I am going to take my shoes off. That's also because I know I'm going to be here for a little while. Feel free to do whatever you guys are comfortable.
You might get a little wet.
You might get a little wet. Yeah. We have really simple kind of directional terms that they're going to use. They're going to say away from you or towards you, all right, as far as moving that tiller back and forth. And this is going to either point the boat up or down. Okay, so thinking about the front of the boat, either going up closer to the wind or down further from the wind. And then also just thinking about taking that tiller and pushing it away from you, bringing it towards you. So those are the two motions, away and towards, and the front of the boat will either go up and down. A lot of these things are going to connect a lot better when you're actually in the boat with the instructor, so I'm going to totally just leave that for them.
Do you guys know which direction the wind is coming from right now?
I said it when we got down here. How do we there's always, have you guys seen people do this? Ever seen that one? What am I looking for when I lick my finger out? I'm looking for the wind, but what am I looking to feel? How is it going to feel different? It's going to be cold. Wherever it's coldest, that's where the wind's coming from. Another one that I always use is I just use my 2 ears. It's a little harder when we're behind like this carpet chain of blocking just a little bit. You're just basically looking to feel the wind coming down both your ears. So I can feel it on my right ear, still on my right, still on my right, and now I'm feeling it on my left. So my wind's coming just about right. But again, you know, standing behind a boat, using a cargo chain, it makes it harder to feel it.
You could also look at a flag or little arrows on the tops of boats that point towards the wind.
Yeah, those flags are different.
Basically, the wind while you're out there is going to be coming from this bottom of Manhattan, the southern tip of Manhattan.
Quick note, I guess, about water, especially. Just hold on to the boat. These are PFDs, they're keeping afloat, so there's no reason, there's no need to like crash about. You're going to float no matter what. Lay on your back if you go over. We're trying to avoid going over. If you do end up, you can make light of the moment. Maybe you can swim around just a little bit. But stay with a hand on the boat. That's always what we try to do. Stay with your boat. Don't let go. So when I say swimming around, I'm just meaning the hand kicking around. And getting back in can be a little tricky sometimes. I have trouble with it just because you don't really realize it, but the lip of the boat is above your head. Trying to pull yourself all the way up isn't the easiest thing. It's really just going to be like a 2-hand press, or the instructor will grab onto your life jacket, or coach boat, or kayak, any of those sorts of things. There's plenty of different ways to get in the water, so it's really easy to stress about falling in the water. There's still much to look forward to. It's not going to be the most.
If you find that you're falling in the water, it's okay. It's going to be a catastrophe. It happens once in a while. A boat will come grab you. Right? Just relax.
A good one, I guess, as far as our power goes. So do you guys know that we've got the steering component, the power component, obviously. Steering, what tool are we using to steer with? You mentioned pushing up and pointing down. What's it called? It's in the back. Tiller's a good word. Tiller's a part of it. What's that whole thing called? Rudder. That's our rudder. And then thinking about the engine of the boat, what gives us that speed? Yeah? No, not the motor. I'm talking about on a sailboat. It's a word. Sail, right? So thinking about using our sail, you're going to bring it in and out. That's how we describe bringing a sail in or out in terms of changing its direction, its angle to the wind. So if you're going sails in really tight because we're trying to cut through that wind. If we're going downwind, our sail's going to be all the way out. We're trying to capture as much wind as we can. And like I said, it's going to be a lot easier to get that when you're on the water and you see it. But I wanted to get to pull in and pull out. So when we're using a main sheet, which is this little thing right here, we're going to pull in and pull out. And it's just an ease. You're not going to wrap. Don't do any of this. No wrapping around your hand. It's just going to come out and in one thing over another, okay? And because I'm going to have you guys really do one thing at a time, you can use two hands, but there will be an opportunity if you're interested to see how you can hold the tiller and do this at the same time. It's a fun little motion. And again, the instructor will teach you that if you're interested. Any other questions about this piece, this boat? You guys built it. You guys had a lot of time with it.
When we went sailing a couple of weeks ago, we learned a really useful memory device, which is tiller towards trouble.
Yeah.
And basically means if you're about to smash into another boat or bump into the dock and you want to turn away, and you act, because the tiller's opposite, you point that tiller towards what you don't want to hit, right? Tiller towards the trouble. If you point that tiller towards the boat you want to avoid, you're going to turn away from it. If you point that tiller towards the dock, you're going to turn away from it. And if you point the tiller towards the sail, right? If the sail is your trouble because you're going too fast, if you point the tiller towards the sail, then you're going to slow down because you're going to come up into the wind.
Going into the wind, so if I were to turn the nose of my boat, this is my nose of the boat, going down, and I turn up and point into the wind. The wind's going to breeze right over my sail, you're not going to catch anything, and we also go on safety. Alright, so if you ever ended up in front of the wind, irons or safety position, you won't move, you won't go anywhere. But one interesting thing, you will move obviously because you're on the water. You will start to eventually be pushed by the waves, but you won't be going as fast as some of these guys are right now. Yeah, so one interesting thing to see right now is if you look at Kevin, who's wearing very similar to me, red shirt, he's got his sail tight all the way. It's nice and tight, and he is pointed up towards the wind. So he's really close to that wind. He's got that sail nice and tight. This boat coming towards us right now, sail is really far out because he's got the wind coming from behind him. He's trying to catch all that wind. Similarly, Brianna, who just passed Blue in the ponytail, she's got her sail in nice and tight. And you can look at the seating positions too. Some of us are going to be sitting in the middle of the boat. Some of us are going to choose to sit in the end. Generally, a spot that's not good is on the back of the corners. A good spot for you or anybody who's too fit is right with the dagger board in between the legs. Yeah, it's always a good spot. What else?
So Ron, nice to see you here. Ron says, if I were to go into the water, I would sink like a brick being pulled by a truck. Indeed. That's why life jackets are good. Mika says, oh my God, they're so tiny. Talk about the boats, not the kids. Yeah. I mean, some of them are very, very young kids, that's for sure. And the boats are indeed tiny. It basically only can fit one adult. It seems like it's able to fit at least 2 kids, but I don't think any more than that. There might be some weight limit. And Marianne says, I'm sure the kids are going to remember everything that the instructor just said. Not. Yeah, he definitely put a lot of information, but we're hearing it for the first time on our end. But these kids have probably heard this many times already before. As we chatted a little bit earlier with a few of the kids, they mentioned that they have been on the water before, so some of them are not strangers to the water. And here we see one kid going in right now. He's with an instructor. Opal says, I don't know the name of my son's boat, but he attends MS 935. Okay, I'll do my very best, Opal, to see if he's out here. Yeah, Ida says, the tiller pointed to the what we want to avoid? Oh, okay. Great. Indeed, yes. That's precisely what you have to avoid. How old can the kids go out with an adult? Great question. Fortunately, I can't ask right now because they're a bit busy, but that's a great question. It seems like since these kids are middle school and below, they're definitely going with the instructor. I'm not sure if we're going to see a kid go on his own. Ron says, what will you name your boat? I mean, aside from the obvious urbanist, I do like the name Mofongo Power. So that would be the boat I would bid on if I could on an auction. As Susie just recommended, Mofongo Power. If people don't know, Mofongo is an amazing Puerto Rican dish of smashed plantains, fried, stuffed usually with chicharron, which is pork rinds. And Dominicans also eat it too. And there's a saying for both the Dominican and Puerto Rican communities here in New York where people say plátano power, which is kind of just like a joke saying, oh, we, like power to our culture. And I think that kid was making a reference to Plátano Power and calling it Mofongo Power, I think. Opal says his name is Elijah. Oh, okay, cool. If you see him, do let me know, Opal. Let me point the camera towards the other kids. Hi. Susie says, I can name the boat Pastele Power. I'm not the biggest fan of pasteles. I really do love my maduros. I love my sandwich cubano. Other Puerto Rican dishes.
Some little, like you hear this like winding sound just for like random. Yeah.
So we got the kid that we interviewed earlier going on his sinker. We got the sinker over here. He's wearing a green hoodie. Okay, cool. Awesome. Green hoodie. Right there? Is that your son? That's awesome. Confirm with me. I'll see if I can holler at him. Let me, Hey, I'm just going to skip over here. Thank you so much. All right, he's going on the boat. Everyone, a round of hearts to Opal's son, Elijah, going on the boat right now. What's the name of his boat? I don't see the name. Yeah. Go, Elijah. Everyone root for Elijah. We're over here. Green hoodie. Getting on the boat. A student. From a local. Oh, yes, of course. Elijah got this. He got this. Boat sometimes can be a bit wobbly. Of course, it seems like the current's picking up. Let's see if we can get a view from.
Thank you so much for coming.
Excuse me. All right. I think Elijah's finally getting settled in. He got this. Oh, Elijah is running Mofongo Power. Oh, that's cool, Opal. Props to your son for calling the boat Mofongo Power. He has the best boat name, at least in my opinion. That's awesome. Oh, of course, all the other boat names are very charming as well. But, ooh, Elijah running Mofongo Power. We have a few of the other students out night right now. So we have a instructor or maybe a lifeguard canoeing around, keeping watch. So Elijah is now officially on the boat. He's about to go out, bring glory to Mofongo Power. I'm whispering because there's an interview going on right next to me. Robin says, do I have sailing experience? I do not have any sailing experience. I only have experience going on ferries in many cities, which is good. And I actually really love being on ferries and harbors, and it's pretty salty. Opal says, yeah, he's scared. Yeah, it happens. It's okay. He'll get there. I'm sure he'll get rolling very soon. I think he's already settled in, which is nice. Susie says, any speedboat experience? Oh, yeah, after Rotterdam. If you want to check out a speedboat run, everyone, check out my broadcast. Search Rotterdam Speedboat Urbanist, and Elijah is out. Oh, he's going. Yeah, to Mofongo Power. Round of hearts for Elijah. He got on the boat. Now we're all smooth sailing. That is amazing. Elijah's rocking it, keeping calm, and carrying on here in 115 Marina in Brooklyn. That's awesome. Opal, you must be so proud of your son for building an entire boat. I mean, that's kick-ass. Especially in New York City, that is kick-ass. Susie says also, I did the speedboat in Venice. Indeed, so I have a few boat videos. So check out, search Rotterdam Speedboat Urbanist on YouTube, or Venice Murano Urbanist. Venice Murano Urbanist, and you'll see those two speedboat videos. I've done live videos where I'm on the speedboat. So Elijah is out on the water. That's awesome. Glad he is. Opal says, I'm super proud of him. Oh, yes. Definitely got that Mofongo Power running through his veins. That's awesome. Robin says, this is such a great experience for kids, yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. So the sinker also is also out. Young kid that we talked with earlier, somewhere around here.
It's called the boat.
Ooh, we got the boat over here. Marianne says, I took a speedboat from the Hamptons to Block Island. Oh, cool. Robin says, such a great experience for these kids indeed. Sally says, I'm back. Thank you so much for tuning in, Sally. Don't forget about the boat ride in Kilkenny. Yeah, okay. That was a slow boat ride. That was amazing. Amazing riverboat ride. The gentleman we interviewed was such a blast to talk with. Okay. All right, everyone. Thank you. Let me pass through here.
Move you around. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Thank you so much again.
Thank
Have
you.
a
Are
good
you
day.
guys leaving?
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. Thank you for doing this.
Oh, my pleasure. It was so cool.
Congratulations.
We had a few proud parents watching
Oh,
today.
really?
Yeah.
Oh,
One of
I
them
love
was the Mofongo Power with Elijah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Where
It's
can
so
people
exciting.
find about Brooklyn Boatworks?
You can visit us at brooklynboatworks.org. Come
Okay.
check us out.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Yes, you too.
Bye-bye.
Congratulations.
Yes. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning. That was because we're going to take a journey later on at 4 p.m. through the John J. Harvey, a fireboat, historic fireboat that came to the rescue during 9/11, which was amazing. Thank you everyone so much for tuning in. I'm Ariel. I run the show called Urbanist, where I explore cities all around the world. Thank you. Urbanist Exploring Cities. Check it out. And one more time, give it a round of hearts for all the kids. They're all out. All the boats seem to be out at this time. Give a round of hearts to Opal, the mother of proud Elijah, down there in Mofongo Power as well. And to the two gentlemen we had earlier, Carl and Jeremy. Everyone, keep being awesome and always keep on exploring. That's how I say in my live videos, but also on my short videos. Stay curious, my friends. Have a great day. Bye-bye.